English podcast.
From English Learning Hub. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another podcast from English Learning Hub. I'm Emily, and I'm joined by my co-host, Liam. We're so happy you're here today. You know, life can be busy and noisy, and sometimes our minds rush in 100 directions at once. Today, we want to share a simple yet powerful way to bring calm into your life by exploring a wonderful book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Hi, everyone. I'm Liam, and I'm excited to dive into these ideas with you. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by thoughts about the past or worries about the future. Tolle's book reminds us that the present moment, this very second, is where real life happens. We'll talk about the main lessons from the book and give you examples you can use right away in your daily life. Our goal is to make these ideas clear and simple so that you can practice them easily.
To begin, let's understand why so many of us feel stressed and unhappy. According to Tolle, much of our suffering comes from living too much in our heads, dwelling on memories or planning for what might come. For example, imagine you're drinking your morning coffee, but instead of tasting the warmth and richness, your mind replays a difficult conversation from yesterday. Or perhaps you're lying in bed, but your thoughts capture you with worries about tomorrow's work. In both cases, you miss the beauty of the present moment, and your mind makes you feel anxious or sad.
That's right. The Power of Now teaches that the present moment is a gift, and when you fully inhabit it, you experience peace and clarity. One of the first practices Tolle introduces is to become the observer of your own thoughts. He asks you to watch your mind like you would watch clouds drifting across the sky. You see a thought such as, "I'm late," and you simply note it. There is a thought about being late, and then you let it pass. You don't fight the thought or follow it into worry. This simple act of observation creates a gap between who you are and what your mind is doing, and in that gap, you find freedom.
Exactly. By practicing this mental observation, you learn that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. To make this practice real, you can start with just a few minutes each day. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and watch the flow of your thoughts. Notice how some thoughts feel pleasant, some feel unpleasant, and many are simply neutral. You don't judge them, you just watch. Over time, you'll notice a decrease in mental chatter and a growing sense of calm.
Another powerful concept in the book is body awareness. Tolle describes a subtle energy field within your body that is always present. When you feel this energy, you are fully in the now. To practice, close your eyes and shift your attention from your thoughts to the sensations in your body. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each breath. Sense the warmth in your hands or the weight of your feet on the floor. This simple shift anchors you in the present moment. Many people find that regular body awareness practice reduces anxiety and brings a deep sense of grounding.
I remember my friend Sarah who used this practice before a big presentation. She was rushing, her mind full of what-if questions. She stopped, placed her hand on her chest, and focused on the steady beat of her heart. In that moment, she felt a calmness wash over her. Her racing thoughts slowed down, and she delivered her presentation with confidence. This shows how body awareness can turn stress into presence, enabling you to act from a place of clarity rather than fear.
Tolle also talks about acceptance of what is. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like every situation. Rather, it means you stop mentally fighting reality. When we resist what happens, like a traffic jam, a sudden rainstorm, or a mistake at work. Our resistance creates extra suffering. But when we say, in our mind, okay, this is happening, we remove the mental struggle and open ourselves to finding solutions or simply being at peace with what is. This acceptance is called surrender in the book. Surrender to reality without giving up on taking constructive action.
Imagine you planned a picnic, but it starts to rain. If you resist the rain by feeling angry and frustrated, you suffer twice. Once from the rain and once from your anger. But if you say, okay, it's raining, you stop the inner fight. You can then choose to enjoy the rain, move your picnic indoors, or do something else fun. Acceptance brings mental peace and clarity for the next step.
A handy tool Tolle offers is verbally bringing your mind back to the present by saying now, internally, whenever you notice you're lost in thought. If you worry about a test tomorrow or dwell on an argument from last week, mentally repeat now and feel your breath. This simple act shifts your focus to the here and now, where you can find calm and clarity.
Another deep insight in the book is the distinction between two forms of time: clock time and psychological time. Clock time is practical. It helps you plan your day, schedule appointments, and meet deadlines. Psychological time is your mind's tendency to recreate the past or project into the future. It's the "when will this happen?" or "why did I do that?" mind wandering that causes stress. Tolle recommends using clock time when necessary but avoiding psychological time when you are not planning. If you're waiting for a meeting to start, try to stay present by noticing your surroundings rather than running mental movies of the past or future.
We often confuse ourselves by living too much in psychological time. You might think, if only I had more time, I could do this. Or, I should have done that differently. But Tolle reminds us that all you ever have is now, and that is where you build your life. Focusing on the present allows you to use your energy wisely instead of scattering it across regrets and anxieties.
Tolle introduces the concept of the pain body, a part of you that stores old emotional pain. When triggered by a harsh word or a painful memory, the pain body can take over, causing you to react with intense anger or sadness. But if you watch the pain body like a witness without identifying with it, you weaken its power. For example, if someone unfairly criticizes you, your pain body might feel hurt and lash out. Instead, observe the sensations: tightness in the chest, heat in the face. Say to yourself, I feel anger in my chest, and breathe into that space. By observing without judgment, you prevent the pain body from fueling itself.
A related practice is conscious breathing. Whenever you feel stress or tension, pause and take 5 deep, conscious breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose, feeling your lungs expand. Exhale through your mouth, feeling tension melt away. This not only brings oxygen to your body, but also anchors you in the present and calms the nervous system.
Tolle also speaks about the ego, the voice in your head that constantly defines you through the I story. I am this, I own that, I want more. The ego thrives on separation and comparison. When you live in now, the ego's grip loosens. You experience a sense of unity with life and with others. This shift from ego to presence can transform relationships, as you relate from a space of acceptance rather than judgment.
I've seen this change in people. One man in a workshop felt intense loneliness until he began practicing presence. He focused on the sensations in his body and repeated now. Gradually, he felt less separated and more connected to the world around him. He joined a local community group and found true friendship.
Presence also enhances creativity and flow. When your mind is not clouded by self-doubt or worry, new ideas emerge naturally. Artists, writers, and athletes talk about a state of flow, total immersion in the present task. This is presence in action, and it often leads to peak performance and joyful engagement in life.
To bring presence into everyday activities, Tolle suggests simple rituals. You might drink your tea with full attention, noticing its color, smell, and taste. You could walk slowly, feeling each step, or pause for a brief moment before answering your phone. Over time, these micro-practices train your mind to return to now even amid a busy day.
Another tip is to set gentle reminders. You can place sticky notes with the word now around your home, or set an hourly alarm on your phone. Each reminder invites you back to the present. With regular practice, these reminders become unnecessary and presence becomes your natural state.
Before we close today's episode, let's do a brief guided presence exercise. Everyone listening, find a comfortable seat. Close your eyes if you like. Take a gentle breath in and release it slowly. Feel the air entering your nose and leaving your mouth. Notice any sounds around you without labeling them. Feel the weight of your body, the sensation of your feet on the floor, and your back against the chair. If your mind wanders, simply notice that thought and return to the breath. Stay here and now for a few more moments. Breathing, noticing, being.
Thank you for practicing presence with us. We hope you feel a bit calmer and centered.
The power of now is simple in its message but profound in its effects. By observing your mind, feeling your body, accepting what is, and staying present, you can reduce stress, improve your relationships, and discover a deeper joy in life.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe to English Learning Hub. Leave a comment to share how you practice presence in your life.
We'd love to hear your stories. Thank you for being here, and see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.